What's up, David?
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Black 25, 47.
First down, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. Now they can't bring him down. Rashad Perriman off to the races. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad Perriman, 77 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Yeah, I know. I'm at my sister's house, dude. And I didn't bring my camera.
Aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it would get tested on play number one. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Come on, D. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, we got 3 out.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
On third down, Brissett. And that will be incomplete.
No, dude. She's in Vegas. Remember, I told you I'm watching her house for her. Because she's got cats, so I'm watching her cats for her.
It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded just inside the 20. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Yeah, good job, Holmes. That's the way you make it
Perriman
That's the way you make it
with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A big play on the catch. And
Yeah, my sister got there at like 7:11 in Vegas time, so she's at the hotel just chilling. So
they'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett got sacked by his name in the stat sheet.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to put their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
And I'm playing on a big TV, so I'm actually able to do more.
Morstead now as he sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10. Able to power through. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Almost the full length of the field, a 90-yard punt return as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Partner, the old rules about not fielding punts inside your own 10, those things are way out the window, aren't they?
Yeah, they say put your heels on the 10-yard line, but when you return it...
Nah, she's with her friends, dude, so...
Special teams coach, if they've got a special guy, they'll say, yeah, okay, you can go to the 8. But this one, he really had some guts.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That second down play nets a -4.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
I'm not gonna watch it. I'm gonna be with my friend. We're gonna go to a club, so I'm not gonna be able to watch it.
Blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. And he's loose again. And it's a Buccaneers touchdown.
That's the second touchdown return of the game. And yes, we're only in the first quarter.
How about that for a start? So he's on pace for 8. You think he gets there?
I don't see how, but right now, he's got to like what he's getting done.
Yeah, he likes it. His team loving it. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
Hey, bro, if you wanna join the, if you wanna send a party chat, feel free.
Into the end zone, touchdown Buccaneers. Peyton Barber taking it in as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Just send me a party chat and
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's
okay.
Scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
45, 45.
oh yeah, that's right.
45.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
45, check Mike 45. 65, 65.
On second down, Kamara. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
Big hit. 45's the mic. 45.
On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. The open man is Smith. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line.
Check. 45's the mic. Quit talking about it.
Play fake. Brissett.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Brissett. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Barber on 1st and 10. And shedding through the tackle. He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Barber.
Come on, QB, come on.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll run with Barber. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Peyton Barber with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as his guys continue to pour it on. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
On 2nd and 12. Brissett, that's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking
Miss you too, homie.
What would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
A great return there. Bobbing and weaving his...
Ready. Mike 25. Mike 47. I got you.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this... This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Brandon, we're not even out of the 1st quarter yet, and that's his 3rd receiving touchdown of the game. Tremendous job, and I think this might come under the heading of when someone has the hot hand, you've got to keep going back to them.
And on the defensive side, they better figure something out quickly.
Yeah, I think that no matter what, you've got to do something to slow him down. I don't care if it's double or triple coverage. Make someone else emerge because right now he's absolutely shredding him.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give to Kamara running right. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming after you.
From the gun, here's Brissett. He gets it to Thomas. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Check my 45. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
3rd and short yardage, Brissett. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, my sister's gonna be getting on the plane next.
So that tells me
I think she'll be back Thursday or Friday.
in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And there he goes again. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Wow, sensational 95 yards on the punt return as his guys continue to pour it on. What a risk he took, but it paid off. I mean, he took that punt from inside the 5 near the goal line, ran it all the way back.
And normal coaching says you let that one go. Anytime you're inside the 10-yard line, you let it hit and hopefully bounce into the end zone. But as you mentioned, he took a risk, and boy, did it pay off in a big way. I wonder if they let up a little bit going downfield, thinking that there was no way he was going to return that one.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here is the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Kamara has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And now running right through him. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now run. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Peyton Barber doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He's on pace now for 12 rushing touchdowns, and I think he's making fantasy owners smile.
I think you've got to change something on defense, don't you? I mean, we often talk about using a spy on a quarterback who has the ability to run and maneuver outside of the pocket. Maybe they need to change that to spying him. Because this many touchdowns this early, that is demoralizing for a defense. One guy breaking them down.
Here we go. Yeah.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Three down.
On 2nd and 7, Brissett throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Four down.
From the 39, Brissett out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Go! I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Nassib. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Brissett. And Thomas has it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Out of the gun, Brissett. And that is incomplete.
Well, touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he's loose again. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. One of the more impressive punt returns you will see. That one from 87 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this. They'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Ready? Blue ready. 50 to Mike. Oh, yeah.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to... Oh, wide! complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Brashad Perriman on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
You can't hear? Interesting. Hold on. Because I can hear it. Give me a second. Hold on, I gotta wait to the, just give me a second. I kinda turned it down, but I can hear on mine. See if it works now. Okay. We'll see if this works, okay? Alright, y'all, let's see if this works, okay? Let me know if it works.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Can you hear it now?
And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On the ground, Kamara. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Yo, King, can you hear it now?
Never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Peyton Barber on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Fielded at about the 28. Fights through, and now a crease. And there he goes again. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 72 yards on the punt return as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On second down and 4, Brissett. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And it's taken in at the 9. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Jameis now on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to look. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Rashad Perriman off to the races. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad Perriman, 76 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off.
Give me a second. I put my headset in the charger. Hold on. Okay, there we go.
A running back, but as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there too.
All day, baby, let's go! Let's go!
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a third down. To throw, Brissett. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick six there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, it's going to be a test of pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch.
Yeah, you did.
Contrary on that last possession, though.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. This is Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Brissett sets to throw it. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing, Brissett. And he finds Cook. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
I tried to go for the pick, but
they only needed a small gain on 3rd
it's
down.
all right.
They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play gets them
That
all
sucks.
the way down to the outskirts of the red
It's
zone
all right.
here for 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with a backup.
because they're not gonna get the
take it down here
touchdown.
just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard
I would not
line.
let that happen.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. On 2nd down now, it's Murray. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I'm here all day.
Here's Brissett.
Oh shoot!
Complete to Meredith.
Dang!
And all the way down inside the 5
Yikes.
to the 4. They're
This
able to
isn't
convert
good.
on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They might get it.
To throw is Brissett.
Yep,
Cook's got it.
it's okay.
Touchdown Saints.
It's all right.
4 yards on the touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
This is taken at the 3. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot.
Whoa.
You remember Seattle Denver
He actually
Super Bowl
stopped it.
48?
Interesting.
Percy Harvin to start the second
Okay.
half. Seattle was already
It's all
firmly
good.
in control. Now they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. This will be taken in at the 1. And
Get
he
down.
loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last...
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And this is Cook with a grab. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Heading back out there, a look at Peyton Barber. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of
Rashad Perriman off to the races. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad Perriman, 63 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
They got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, his 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Brissett, and this is going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
They'll look to set up his blockers. And he works free. And he's loose again. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Covered a lot of ground there. 81 yards on the punt return as his guys continue to pour it on. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a 1st down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
You're about to get hurt now.
Closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards.
I did not think that.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Brissett, that's complete.
Get down.
To his running back Kamara. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. First down, Brissett, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Brissett now. This is caught.
Oh, come on. No way. Oh, that sucks.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. This is taken at his 4. And an out. And there he goes again. The 20. And it's a Buccaneers touchdown.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smarter approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds
that could have been a pick.
See if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some
How
plays.
did he not catch
Meanwhile,
that?
this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Okay.
These guys have
I'll
punted
take it,
4
though.
times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground, and he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. A great return there of 22 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Here's Winston. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21, eluding the pressure right. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Brashad Perriman in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Most teams in the league hitting the three-quarter pole in the preseason. The whole league will be in action next Thursday night to wrap it all up. And then we start for real a week after that with the NFL kickoff game. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive. Something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go!
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 1st and 10, Brissett. That'll be complete to Cook. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And
he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Brashad Perriman, 40 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Dang, I can't believe I missed that. That could have been a freaking safety. Oh, he got lucky. It's alright. It's alright.
I can't believe we let you play. can't believe they even let you play.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Here we go, team. All day defense.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara.
Oh, God, no. Get down.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
He almost broke free.
First down on a pickup of 13. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Dude, what is happening? Come on. Get together,
What
guys.
makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
A running play here on first down is going to go
you ain't get
nowhere
past me
as
that
he is
time.
tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Brissett. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football,
Listen, not gonna let
that
you get
position
that
can
one.
get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go.
Oh my God, I missed the tackle. Are you
Just his
serious?
first drop,
Dang.
his 2nd drop of the game. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Brissett now right at the 300-yard mark with still a quarter plus to go. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. And his throw
he
here
would
is
get
incomplete.
knocked out.
Cameron Meredith, the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On the ground, this is Kamara. And
Nope.
he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, they could
Bucs
go
with
for a
an
field
extra
goal,
defender now
but they
in the
won't get it.
secondary here on 3rd
I won't
down.
let them.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver
Oh, no.
downfield,
It's
as
gonna
it
be a
turned
punt.
out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because
All
of
right.
the coverage. If
I'll
way
take
too
it.
tight, unable to find anyone open.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter. It got his man complete. Rashad Perriman off to the races. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad Perriman, 84 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out and made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Kamara. Levante David in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Gets it to Meredith, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take
Alright,
this
after
one up
this
close to
game,
about the
I'm gonna
45.
go and watch
Credit him with a
some
1-yard gain
Netflix
there
or
to make
some
it second and
Hulu
9.
and make some food, and then I'm going to bed.
On 2nd and 9.
Because I have a
Brissett
big day
gets it to
tomorrow.
Thomas.
I gotta do a raid with
It's a game of matchups,
my ARC
and that's
tribe
why you
mates
take your receivers
tomorrow,
and move
so
them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches
hello.
talk about
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
I'll take
And
that,
it's
thank
picked
you.
up by the Buccaneers. And this return
Come
is
at
gonna
me
be
again.
halted right around the 28-yard
Come
line.
at me again.
You know, if this is the regular
You're
season part,
not.
we'd be talking about just how
You're not
costly a
scoring
mistake
anymore.
that
And guess
was,
what?
but
You know what?
probably good for him to
I got
get
an
it out of
idea.
the system
I'm
right
gonna
now.
do
Just hope
this.
for him
Hello.
and the team, it's not a sign of things to come.
How you
Yeah,
doing?
without a doubt. Plus,
This.
gotta worry
Oh,
about
hello.
making the team. Those types
Oop.
of errors don't help you.
And
Gotcha.
he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
All right, David. I'll be right back, man. I gotta use the bathroom. All right, I'm back.
Winston, 28 yards. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way
Oh,
too
really?
easy.
What kind of crap was that? I would have sacked him if that guy didn't freaking low block me.
A good pickup there.
It's
8
alright.
yards on the 1st down completion.
They ain't gonna score any more touchdowns, I promise you that.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett.
Uh-uh.
Open man is
Get down.
Hill. He's got it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line.
They're going to try to prove me wrong. All right, I like this. Let's go. You want to play like that? All right. All right, I'm down. I am totally down.
A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal.
All right, let's see if I can block this field goal.
I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
I almost blocked it, but you still missed it. I think I tipped it though. Let's see.
So
just barely. Almost hit.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it?
That was
Because he
so
hit it
close.
square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. Still on his feet. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards. What a game it's been for this dude. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
All right, this game is
Saints offense
almost
on the field,
over.
ready to get their drive started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short.
Get out of here. You can't do nothing.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
But I will run this back for a touchdown.
As a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate
thank you
for an offense.
Oh crap. Nice try. How you doing? Nope.
Evades the tackler.
Oh, no.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return.
Oh, that sucks. I would have had it.
Excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Winston flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He's got the 1st down inside the 10th. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston finding the end zone yet again as his guys continue to pour it on. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Brissett sets to throw it, and brought in by the tight end Cook. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Throwing, Brissett, and Cook has it, left side. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion.
Right.
It's 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15.
Ready? Blue ready. Mike, 47. You ready to go?
Winston now to throw on 1st down. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Winston gives to Barber. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Yeah.
A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. This is fielded at the goal line.
29 seconds left in the 3rd, and then it's fourth quarter.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. He's going to find Cobbs here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
They switched. All right.
What the receiver's trying to do is make
got
the
new
defender
players
think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards him.
Pick down.
Look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Goodbye.
There he goes right side. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
All right. Let's see what you guys can do.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Schultz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of
Oh
that,
boy,
it's been
Sherman's
very
in.
hard for them to move the ball
This guy
because
is
you're
our,
not getting the
he's a
benefits of
rookie
run
that I
after catch. You
drafted.
tackle him almost on the
Wait till you
spot.
see how
That
fast
means
this
you have
guy
to run extra plays,
is.
harder to move
See ya.
him.
He's gone.
Look at this,
Goodbye.
middle of the field, a breakaway, and he will score.
That guy's freaking monster, dude.
That'll go down as a 92-yard punt return score as his guys continue to pour it on.
Let's just call that play what it was. Bold, dashing, daring, and a big-time return for a touchdown.
Fielding a punt inside the 10. Most coaches, they frown upon that, don't they?
They really do. I do know some special teams coaches who say, okay, I'll let you go back to about the 8, and you're right in that gray area, and he made that play work in a massive way.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's the 2nd and 7. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Schultz. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big.
Yep,
you have to
guess
imagine
who
this
it is
defense
again.
just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Can you go
Yeah,
back
this is
for a
actually
second
the
one?
easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Nope, not this time. It's okay.
Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player or broadcast? And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sherman, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the...
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So they've got the football and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. 8, 3, 9, 2.
Gabbert now after the fumble recovery. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Come on now, let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
30 base. 45 the line. 3 bucks.
To throw on 3rd down, Schultz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Oh, and now some space to operate. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
I think that's Sherman down. Yes,
Oh, no.
Apparently shaken up there.
No. Our running back.
Definitely the last thing you want to see
Oh,
here in a
man.
preseason game. We'll be right back. Now a first down carry by Jones. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 23-yard run as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to
Domino
think about
tear.
those dinner plans
Yikes.
tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner
Well, there
plans,
goes
but
my
we also
punt
know that plenty
returner.
people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy?
He's not gonna be playing for a couple weeks.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And a pretty good return here. He'll
Oh,
be
that
stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of
It's all good, though.
Time for them to give him a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Gets this one to Hill. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
You're not
this is
getting
going
in.
to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard
Not getting in.
line.
Can't let you get in. Sorry.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Schultz. It's Hill. Complete. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there
he
on
got
third
that
down.
one.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
He won't go down. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a throw here to his running back. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Schultz, and that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection. I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead, he ends up putting it on the cart.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scott Miller, 77 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
On 1st and 10, Schultz. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Pass incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
On first down, Schultz looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Looking to throw. Schultz. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, Schultz. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
He's got a man complete. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone. You think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked.
We play to win.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready?
Throwing on first down. Schultz in trouble, and the ball's out. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 45. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. It's caught inside the 25. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for him.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and it's got him in the lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Schultz, and that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Ellington. A little juke. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Gabbert to throw it. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20.
Oh man, I wanted to get 300 points, but I guess I'm not going to get it. Unless I get 2 picks, maybe.
Set for their next drive, the New Orleans
or a fumble
offense.
recovery. We'll see.
On 1st and 10, Schultz. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, Schultz. And that will be
all right, there we go.
complete.
We could get a touchdown right. If we could get a touchdown right here, we're good. I got 1 timeout though.
Definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ellington now to return it.
I don't know.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I got an idea. I'm gonna go for it though.
Here
I'm gonna
comes
try
the
to get.
Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
Let's see if we
And
can get that
3 timeouts
300.
remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over. And that's caught inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
We're gonna work. Ready up. 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike.
Oh, throwing here. Gabbert eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle. I get
Yeah,
that,
I'm not
but
gonna get
there are
it.
a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners
Yeah.
who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
I need a fumble recovery right now.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Nope.
And he's up past the
3
20 to
seconds.
the 22-yard line.
I could do a pick right here, but I think
The
they're just
Saints
gonna.
offense on the field, ready to get their drive
Oh, man.
started. This is just an exercise in
If I
futility.
could get a
Do you
pick and
agree
run it
with
back,
the
I'm
running
good.
play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not
Nope,
going to
they
erase
got it.
what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out
It's
where the
alright.
game was really lost. But this
Close.
is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
I was close.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different
14
flow.
takeaways. Holy
So
crap.
that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From New Orleans, good.
Alright, so I'm gonna end it right as soon as I save it, and then I'm hopping off. Let's upgrade all players. There we go. Let's see. How long? Okay, well, let's skip this week. Or not skip it, but jump to next week. Alright, good night, bro. Oh, I got cut 12 players. Okay. I like him. Let's cut this guy because we don't need him. We don't need him. We can use him. We can. Oh man. Okay, him. You say that 9 players, okay, but let's cut. No, we can't cut these guys. Okay, we could cut Ronald Jones because I don't like him. I like Peyton Barber. Oh crap! I got rid of Ronald Jones by accident. It's alright. We'll be fine.
My back, you laughing.
I can't believe I got rid of Ronald Jones, man. Hold on. Improved team.
I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with
Damn.
you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade.
I might not save it actually.